And here we go again. Anyways, hello, my name is Nikki. I'm also known as Bossy Flossy. Welcome to the newcomers. Welcome back to my old timers. It's been a while since I've been on here. Life has been pretty hectic for me. For reasons I will not get onto or into. But I had some time, so I thought I'd jump on and can kind of continue our conversation, at least for a little bit, about yarn. You know, we learned sizes, and we also learned about the Yarn Council, but we didn't talk much about what yarn was made out of, or could be made out of. That sounds better. Yarn could be made from pretty much anything. From the plastic bags that you take home from the grocery stores, to shaved off dog fur. Don't know about cat fur. No, I'm not going to shave you bald, little boy. There's Mickey. He's my cat. Anyways. So, just like sizes, there's some pretty common things your yarn is made out of. You got acrylic, polyester, nylon, which are all synthetic. And then you have wool, cashmere, rabbit, camel, buffalo, and I'm sure just about any other animal you can think of that has a fur. Sorry, something's not right here, and I can't figure out what it is. Oh, maybe it is right. So anyways, what is each of these used for? We'll start with acrylic. Acrylic can be used for just about anything. It's good for blankets because it's durable. You can wash, dry it for the most part with no issues. I know Big Twist out there says wash, machine wash, lay flat to dry. I dry my big Twist on hot every time I use it. So, but that may be that as it is. You could choose to follow the washing instructions. Most people would, just like, what size needle do I use? That's also debatable. Anyways, give me a second. Okay. Did I just tear my thing in half? No. Okay, good. So, anyways, acrylic, really good for blankets. I've made sweaters out of it. Most people have. I do tend to find them a bit sweaty, but then again, they're warm too. I also don't live in a very cold environment. I'm from Texas. Last time we saw snow was Snowmageddon. Anyways. So, I mean, baskets. Just about anything. Purses. Now, for polyester, you see most polyester yarn is your jumbo yarn. Bonnet baby blanket. Can't use it, but I'm sure it can be used for anything. Nylon, I have never used straight nylon, but nylon is usually blended in a lot of times with wool because it gives the wool a makes it stronger. Especially like if you're going to use wool for socks. It's usually a 75% wool to 25% nylon mix. But Same as wool. Problem with acrylic and everything is it's plastic. And I mean, if you're gonna use it, it doesn't go away. But it's a good alternative to wool, which is expensive. I'm using wool now, but I'm using it for a wearable. I personally could never afford to make a blanket out of wool. All the blankets I make are out of acrylic with no issues. So if you go to natural fibers, you have cotton, bamboo, wool, superwash merino. Cotton is good. Okay, cotton, depending on who makes it and the size. Cotton made by Peaches and Cream or Lily, Sugar and Lily or whatever is very good for kitchen use, hand towels, washcloths. I make scrubbies out of them for the kitchen. But then at the same time, you get a cotton blend. This is made out of a cotton acrylic blend. It's 60-40, 60 cotton. And in the end, I'll have a t-shirt dress when I'm done with it. But drapey, soft, it's not hard, stiff. And there's nothing wrong with that yarn. I use it to make scrubbies, washcloths. But as for cotton, for wearables, I usually try to get a blend of some, whether it be wool blend or that's a cotton acrylic blend. Moisturized cotton has been treated as softer and stronger and it makes it shiny. I personally don't like the feel of it. Wool's good for a lot of things. You can wear wool in any season. It will keep you warm in winter and it will help. I don't know if it's technically keep you cool, but I know I don't sweat in it. And it doesn't absorb smell. I have several wearables that are for summer that are made out of wool. It's not hot. So most wool will come in where from lace weight to worsted. I mean, I'm sure they make it bigger. It's probably more expensive. You usually see it in smaller weight yarn. Used for wearable, scarves, towels. But acrylic's good for hats and towels too. So basically it's what you want out of it. I know that's just a basic overview of everything, but I figured I'd get into one other topic, and that's making stuff. Over the summer I made a sweater, read the instructions, gauged, swatched, matched gauged, whether it was blocked and unblocked. Found my size, made the size it told me to make. Now this sweater is made out of Malabrigo. And it came out 5 sizes too big. And I just about threw in the towel. I was so mad, I worked so hard on it. But determined I would love that pattern too much to give up on it. So I gave the first sweater I made to my neighbors who could use it. Very nice sweater. I went to the yarn store, bought some more yarn, and did it all over again. Most people who've talked to me or seen me complain that whole pattern was nothing but double trebles, front post, back post. It was rough. It about did me in. But I persevered through. And right now it's put up. Next time I get on, I'll show it to y'all. I don't have my original one. It's, my neighbors have it. But that all to say is, don't give up. If the first time you try a pattern or you trying making something, whether it's a pattern or out of your head, and think that, oh, that was just a waste of time. You learn something. Whether it be patience or, hey, maybe my tension was a little too loose, or I picked the wrong yarn, wrong size, read the pattern wrong. You learned something. You didn't do it for nothing, because you'll know how to correct the mistakes on the second one. Now, I'm not so sure if the second one would have come out wrong. I would have made it again. I probably would have. So, always know, if it comes out wrong the first time, try again. More than likely, the second time you'll get it. I did. And this, which is going to be a cardigan. I know it's hard to see, but that's what it's going to be. I was 4 rows into the pattern. I'm making this pattern is by Bag O' Day. I was just about 2 repeats in. My daughter came over, tried it on. I decided to make her like 4 foot tall. It was way too small, so I had to tear it all out again and start all over again. Want to know what it taught me? Measure my daughter before I make anything. Guess a little bit of common sense would help, huh? But anyways, I appreciate those who come back or, staying around even though my postings are being sporadic. I'm going to try in year 2026 to make more videos, whether it be doing crocheting or possibly talking while I'm diamond painting. Lives once I can get 50 subscribers. So if you know anyone, send them to my channel to subscribe. If you're not subscribed now, please subscribe and like the video. But I appreciate y'all listening to me babble on. I hope everyone has a wonderful night, a wonderful day. May the person above or whoever you believe in bring you a long and peaceful day. And I will see you on my next one. Later, bye.